Let's see. SnowyMatrix. I honestly have no idea where this guy is. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen him on camera except maybe the Instagram icon. All of his videos are just wild, remote places. I believe English Lake District, Scottish Highlands. I believe he's in the UK. But it's just you just get immersed in this sense of I'm all alone. I am completely engaged and integrated in nature, and I love it, right? And very minimalist in terms of the way he produces the movies. It's almost impressionistic. You just come away with a feeling of where he was. So SnowyMatrix, very interested in hearing about some of the gear you take out there.
Well, I suppose I better do this. Here are my 5 favourite items that I take out into the wilds. My number 1 favourite item is my tent. This lightweight 4-season mountain backpacking tent has never let me down. I've walked hundreds of miles with it in my rucksack. I've pitched it on top of exposed mountains, next to the Atlantic Ocean, and even in a children's playground and the garden of a hostel in the Hebrides. I love this tent. I think you can tell. By the way, I'll apologise in advance if I sound like a bit of a muppet. This is way out of my comfort zone. Thanks Flying Squirrel Outdoors. My winter sleeping bag. The only advice I would give anyone about sleeping bags is to buy the best one you can afford. Nothing will spoil your trip faster than lying awake most of the night in a sleeping bag that's not up to the job. This one has an extreme limit of -31 degrees centigrade, a comfort limit of -12, and will keep you as snug as a bug at -5. It will cope with anything the United Kingdom can throw at it, with ease. Some of the bag's features include pockets inside for a water bottle or a mobile phone and an MP3 player. The underside of the bag has some non-slip coatings to help keep the bag on the sleep mat as well. There are multiple vertical and horizontal baffles to keep the 800 plus fill power goose down in place. So that's my second favourite item, my Alpinist sleeping bag. Of course, it doesn't matter how good your sleeping bag is, without a sleep mat you will be cold. So step up my number 3 favourite item, an X-Bed down mat. It's also UK proof at -36 degrees centigrade. Apparently it's the lightest mat at this temperature rating available. On my last wild camp on the Larry Grew, I took another X-Bed mat, which was rated at 3 seasons, and I did feel the cold rising up from the ground. It wasn't the mat's fault. The temperature was well below its limit. Sometimes I just asked too much from my kit. As you can see, this one gives you 9 centimeters of insulation from the ground, has an R value of 7 and comes in at just 680 grams and has a nice pack size. It also has raised baffles at its edges and a non-slip coating to keep you centered on the mat. I once heard someone say that professional mountain guides were using walking poles in their 20s in the European Alps. So off I went and bought a pair and never looked back. Now you hear me say to anyone that will listen, 4-limb drive is better than 2-limb drive. Walking poles will help you keep your balance on difficult terrain, and the earlier in your life that you use them, the longer your knees will thank you, especially if you're a backpacker. These ones look like they've had enough. Yeah, a pee bottle. I don't know about you, but I'm not getting out of my nice warm tent to step outside into the cold pitch black night to go for a whiz. No way, my friends. So that was my 5th favourite item. I hope you enjoyed listening to my inane ramblings. Blame the flying squirrel. Now I have to pass this on to 5 more people. Sounds like the plot to The Ring, doesn't it? Okay, here it goes. Sorry in advance, my friends. Your 5 favourite outdoor items, please. Garn for a ratch. Poor Willcocks.
Right, it's day 2 of my West Highland Way walk. It's now the 7th of May. Just packed up the tent. Tent was there.
LiveSimplyFilms mountain mic.
Good morning everybody and welcome to a Live Simply mountain mic short walk. I'm walking today down by the River Crouch with 3 old colleagues. I've got Paul, the ex-headmaster, I've got Pete, the ex-maths teacher and PE teacher and professional footballer. We're going to be doing
DanGoodLife. Gaziano Outdoors. So there you go. Don't forget to subscribe to all the 5 tag channels and even the squirrels. The links to their channels will be in the description. Thank you and goodbye. And until the next time, see you out there and on YouTube. And if you weren't tagged in this, count yourself lucky, my friends.